Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, my friend Emily, who I did the collab with last summer, very kindly got me a few little gifts for my birthday. One of them being the Carmi times Revolution palette. This is the Make Magic palette, which looks beautiful. I've already done some swatching and stuff like that. These top colours, shades are amazing, like metallics and full kind of shades. And she also got me a hair mask, which I have used, and then also some light and defined eye tape from e.l.f., which I've never tried before. So I thought I would use this in today's video. I've come up with a whole bunch of looks using these, but I thought I don't want to show them all in this video because I want to be able to use this in future videos and future looks. So I'm going to show you 3 looks today, and one look I will include using these to test out. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy these kind of 3 looks that I've come up with. Hi. Hi. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my goodness. And because I know Emily's been wanting to see Bertie again on camera, here you go. He's got so much bigger since the first time I showed you, and much heavier as well. Okay. So I will now begin. Okay, so first of all I'm taking my Lily Lolo eye primer as always, just mixing both shades, ready to prime my eyes for eyeshadow. So the first colour I'm going to dip into is the shade Confidence, just a really nice kind of warm neutral colour, perfect for the crease and transition shade. So I'm just taking off a fluffy brush and just buffing it into the crease and kind of blowing and smoking it out. I do pop a little bit kind of all over the lid as well. Yeah, it's a really nice transition shade in this palette. Okay, next I'm going to go with this lovely orange shade. It's called Flames. It's beautiful, kind of like matte orange. And I'm taking this on a smaller brush and I'm focusing this mainly in the crease area and buffing it onto the outer portion of the lid. So I'm just going ahead and deepening up the eyes now with a lovely pop of orange, kind of perfect really for the summer. Just going back in with the Confidence shade just to make sure that orange is nice and blended out. I'm just going back in with a bit more Flames just to kind of add the orange back in again. Okay, onto this beautiful shade here called 'Cause of You. And it's like a really lovely orangey rosy gold type colour. I'm just using my finger because I find that these apply best with a finger. I'm just popping this all over the lid for that pop of shimmer. And I imagine you could wet these, but I think they look lovely without being wet, to be honest. And then I'm just taking some more Flames and just deepening up the outer corner. And then I'm taking a little bit of You Do You, which is kind of like a purple toned brown. I'm just using it on a little definer brush just to pop along the upper lash line, mainly on the outer portion of it, just to add some definition to the eyes. I'm just going back in with Flames just to blend that brown out. Then I'm taking the highlighter I used on my face, which is the Lily Lolo Champagne highlighter to highlight my brow bones and also the inner corner. And then going in with my Kiko Extra Salt Volume Mascara to my upper lashes. And then for lips, I'm taking this lip combo. So it's the Kiko Everlasting Colour Lip Liner in 402 and then the Lily Lolo Lip Gloss in High Flyer on top. Okay, so that's look number 1. It's something very summery appropriate. The orangey tones, which if you have blue eyes like me, is very complimentary. This is probably the softer out of the 3 looks. The other 2 kind of a bit more vibrant, I guess. But yeah, I just thought this is a really pretty summertime look. Could be like a more of a day look if you wanted it to be. But yeah, so far really good. The mattes blend really well. There is a little bit of kickback in the pan like I mentioned, but you tend to find that when colours tend to be more pigmented. really happy with this first look, so on to the second look. Now what I probably will do is, because after Sunday's video my eyelids were quite, not sore but sensitive afterwards because I was doing the eye swatches and taking makeup on and off. So I'll probably leave the mascara portion on and just go over my eyes, just because I find if I take mascara off it doesn't apply nicely the next time, and just to save me rubbing my eyes too much. So yeah, so on to look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2 I definitely wanted to play with this Moneymaker shade here. It's a different formula to these metallics. It's much more like a foiled consistency and it's kind of like squidgy as well, but it's an absolutely stunning colour, so I just really want to use it for this look. So I've primed my eyes and I'm ready to start. Okay, so first of all I'm going back in with that Confidence shade as the transition. I'm just popping this all over into the crease and a little bit over the lid as well. There is probably one other colour I'd use a transition for looks, but I think this is the kind of more, I think I prefer this colour over the other one, but I will use the other one later on, as you'll see. Funny enough, I am going with it now. So this is the shade Addicted. It's a slightly more of like a yellower, it feels like it's got a little bit of green in there, like an olive colour, although it doesn't look like in the pan, but it's just the colour that it comes off. But it blends really nicely into the Confidence colour, so I'm kind of like building up the transition area, and I'll go back and forth between the two colours just to build up. Then I take the shade Camo, which is a beautiful matte green, and I just pack this onto the outer portion of the lid. I kind of build up that colour there. And then I'm going back in with a mixture of Confidence and Addicted just to help blend that beautiful colour out. And then what I decided to do is take some of that Camo shape on a different brush and bring it slightly further up into the crease. I wanted to see the green more higher up, so only slightly did I bring it up, and also help to blend into those other neutral shades as well. Okay, then I'm going in with the shade Dark Side, which is kind of like a grey, but in certain lights it almost looks like a dark green, I can't tell. But it's a really nice colour. I'm just popping this right on the very outer corner of the eye, just to add some definition, and just blending it in using the Camo colour. I also take some of the Camo colour just underneath the lower lash line as well, and blend it out using the shade Addicted. No, sorry, I use the shade Confidence to blend this out. Then I'm taking the shade Integrity, just because I wanted a pop of green on the very inner corner and a little bit of shimmer, so it's kind of like a gradient from a light to a dark green on the lower lash line, which I thought was really beautiful. And now for the best bits. Like I said, this is quite a squidgy, it's a different formula to the rest of the metallics on top, but it's really beautiful and definitely works well with a finger for sure. But a gorgeous shade. And again, I didn't use this wet, I really don't think you need to. Just going back in with a bit more Camo just to mix or blend it into the Moneymaker shade. I did take some on a brush, even though it doesn't pick up that well, but I only wanted a pop of it in the very inner corner, not a super intense bit, because I think it would have been too much. Then I'm also taking that Champagne highlighter again just to highlight my brow bone. And then going with mascara. I'm using the same Kiko mascara. And then for lips, I'm using the Benecos Duo, so the lip liner in Natural Brown and the lipstick in Pink Honey. I'm desperate, I want to get some more of these lip liner and lipsticks from Benecos because I think they're just such a nice formula and work really lovely on the lips. Okay, that's look number 2 complete. Like I said, that Moneymaker shade is stunning. I'd imagine it would look even more amazing wet, but I think, to be honest, dry is perfect enough. I like it with the kind of dark green that's going on the outer corner. It's definitely much more of a smokier look, this one, and yeah, I really like this look. So that's look number 2 complete, and now on to look number 3. Okay, so on to the final look. So I thought, as I've done kind of shimmers for the first two, I'm going to keep this very matte look. And I think I'm going to do it quite winged out, almost like a wing liner effect, but with shadow and smoke it out. So that is what I'm going to test these out with. So that's where these are going to come into. So I'm going to test these out, the e.l.f. Line Define Eye Tape, see what they are like. As you can see, my eyes are looking a funny greyish colour because obviously I've been taking the shadow on and putting primer and concealer over the top. So it may look a bit funny, but hopefully it'll be fine. So obviously these won't be, some people use like normal tape, but that can be quite damaging to the skin, so I imagine these are softer. I've got a nice like felty material that side. Let's try and line these up. So I'm kind of like going just below my lower lash line and kind of going up towards the brow bone and kind of getting the shape that I want. I think I actually don't want it that high. Yeah, these are really soft. Potentially might take off your foundation, but hey, had I thought about it, I probably should have done it. I think that's the better shape. I don't want it quite so high up at an angle. Okay. Maybe slightly closer to the lash. Okay, I think that's good. It kind of looks symmetrical, so we'll just go with it for now. I realised, because I've been also putting concealer under my eyes to kind of neaten up, I realised I haven't set that concealer, so potentially this tape might take off my concealer and stuff, but oh well. Right, let's get cracking into the look. Okay, so I'm going first of all into the shade You Do You. I'm using it on a pencil brush to kind of map out where I want to go. And you will see eventually this kind of went a little bit wrong, this look. I winged it way too far out. The actual gradient effect I created I really like, but yeah, I ended up winging it way too out, but you will see that later on. So I'm just going along the tape, bringing it onto the lid, winging it, and also bringing it a little bit onto the lower lash line as well. So I'm just kind of really slowly building this shade up. Then on a really small definer brush, I'm taking the shade Dark Side, and I'm popping this right onto the wing part, so the lower part, just to add that depth to the look. And then going back in with the You Do You shade just to blend that out. And this is where I start to thicken out the wing and give it more of a shape as well. So there's a lot of going back and forth with these shades and blending and trying to be as careful as I can not to go too winged out, but obviously I did. Then I'm taking the shade Free Hugs. I'm using this to further blend that out. So I'm kind of, like I said, I want to create a gradient look, so I'm starting with the dark shade and kind of going through the browny purples to the purples. I just think this helps blends everything out really nicely and just adds a little bit of colour to it as well. So yeah, so I just slowly work this onto the wing as well. I used quite a light hand with this because I didn't want to be too heavy handed with this colour, as I still want the rest of the colours to show through, but then I actually popped it all over the lid as well. And I also ran it along the lower lash line. Then I'm taking the shade Bless, with a beautiful kind of lavender pinky shade. And I decided I wanted to pop it all over the lid as well to create a slightly lighter base and something a bit more kind of, I don't know, yeah, lavender added into it. And I also took some and blended out the wing a bit further, so there's a real gradient of colours going on. Okay, so in terms of the tape itself, I think it sticks down really well. It clearly gives that sharp line. If you are going to put makeup, do it on top of makeup, I would suggest setting, like I did, because otherwise this will happen. So I didn't set under here when I was just redoing my concealer, and it has taken off. or just do it before you do face makeup basically. So let's just see if I can, might have to actually just do a bit of blending. I don't know how to fix it. So that's great. I think I haven't put them in the most even way. I think I brought it out too far. I don't think I wanted it to be quite that winged out. It's quite extreme. It looks quite cool, I think, but if you were trying to make this a bit more of a wearable look, maybe not so much. So yeah, I think the tapes actually work really well. And I imagine if you're trying to do wing liner, which I don't often do either, it actually might be a really good thing. It's just obviously it's kind of getting the placement correct. But they sit down well, they don't pull on the skin. Like I said, if you don't set your makeup, it is going to take it off a little bit. But if you set, or maybe like I said, just wait until you've done your base makeup basically, to finish eye makeup and then do base. But yeah, I think the tapes themselves are really good. These colours are blending nicely together. I love the gradient. I just think I brought this way too far out. So I'm going to go ahead and try and fix this if I can. Okay, so I'm just using concealer just to kind of tidy up, and I'm kind of going over the very outer portion of the wing to shorten it and kind of erase what I've done. But this kind of didn't work out so well. I should have taken some kind of makeup remover and done it that way instead, because I just made a mess of the wing, and it also left on my cheekbones like a white cast where the concealer was. But I'm going back in with colours to blend everything together and try and fix it best I could. And then for lips, I'm using a lip line that I either got from, I'm pretty sure, my Dear For May makeup course. It's a really lovely nude, almost like my lips colour, which just worked well as a base. And then I went in with the Gosh matte lipstick in Baby Lips because I wanted quite a nude centre for the lips. Okay, so that's look number 3 complete. Like I said, I think I definitely messed this up trying to fix it. It hasn't gone as smoothly as the other eye, I don't think. But yeah, I kind of messed up angles, tried to fix it, didn't fix it so well. And my under eyes look terrible because I'm reapplying concealer and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love this palette, so thank you so much to Emily, and I've got so many other looks in mind to do with this, so I'm really excited to continue to play with that. And thank you for getting these as well. They work so well. Like I said, it was me putting them in the wrong place that kind of messed up. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these 3 looks. I apologise, this one maybe didn't go quite as well as I had hoped it would do. But yeah, still a lot of fun just to play with makeup. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again to Emily, and thank you guys for watching. Leave any requests for future videos down below, and I'll see you in my next video.